Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today with Dr. Imran and Homeopathy. I'm Ahaba McLaughlin, and I am a naturopath. And I will be speaking from a naturopathic perspective today, and then we will be hearing from Dr. Imran for eye and vision, eyesight and vision. We are excited to share with you today, so stay tuned for his homeopathic protocols and what each homeopathy stands for and how to use it correctly. I am going to talk a little bit about herbals, and I have some great remedies to share with you all today. And I'm first going to start off with speaking on two remedies for eyesight. So first off, Dr. Christopher, he's a really great herbalist from the 70s, and he has an amazing line. And one of the tinctures he's created is called Herbal Eye Bright. And in this tincture, it has, I will tell you, bayberry bark, eye bright herb, wild-crafted golden seal, wild-crafted red raspberry leaf, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. So there's a little bit of spice to it. The cayenne pepper basically brings heat to the area to stimulate the immune system to do its job. And this formulation has helped lots of people have clearer vision as well as clear whites of the eyes. So that's a good side benefit there, as also can be very helpful for any kind of bacterial infections because it has golden seal in it. Okay, so I'm going to post on the chat where you can get this. Give me 1 second. Here's the chat. Okay, so that way everybody gets it. It's called Dr. Christopher's Herbal Eye Bright Formula. Now, how do you use it? You get an eye wash cup, and you can find, different ones on the internet. They should be made from glass, preferably. And okay, so what you do is you start off very, very slow with some room temperature distilled water or purified water for the eye bright formula. You would only start with 2 drops. You could work your way all the way to 12 drops, for example, but we always start low and slow. So if it does have some involuntary eye closure for a minute or two as it begins to act, it won't be so intense. So what you do is you put the Eye Bright formula, 2 drops first, and then you add the water because you don't want it sitting on the top and then that going undiluted into your eye. It won't hurt you long term, but it will maybe sting a little bit in the moment. Okay, so if you want to make sure that it mixes well together. And you start with 2 drops, and then you can increase as you feel the need to. So two drops might give a little bit of a tingling sensation. 4 drops is mild tingling and warming sensation. 6 drops will give you more of a moderate tingling and warming sensation. 8 drops will give you a warming and burning sensation. And, 12 drops obviously is for the person who is very daring. So for eye infections and conjunctivitis, you can use at least 6 to 8 drops in water or 3 to 6 times a day. For eyesight problems, you work your way up. I would say using it 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and post that as well in the chat. So that way you have the instructions. Okay, here we are. Oh, it's saying it's too long. Okay. 1 second. Try this. There we go. All right. So that's one. And before I move on, do I have any questions on this particular format? There's lots of testimonials on Dr. Christopher's website on this. It's a great formula. I really enjoy it. Okay. Now, I haven't heard anything, seen anything. Okay, so I'll go ahead and move forward. The next one is called, we would use castor oil. So castor oil and pearl powder. I'm going to go ahead and drop it in the chat here, the pearl powder link. And this pearl powder is fresh water, and it's a natural superfood to the hair, nails, skin, and eyes. It supports brain function, sleep, and glutathione levels, and it may alleviate some skill ailments and brain fog. Now, how do we use this together? We take a little bit of the pearl powder, I'm writing it in the chat, with some castor oil and mix and massage the eye area, okay, for a couple minutes daily. Okay, so you mix the two and you basically just massage the outer area. So this one, you're not going to be putting it in the eye itself. You'll just be massaging it like this, back and forth, stimulating the lymphatic system. The castor oil is deep acting. It goes through the dermal layers of the skin, and it can really, really help with vision. So that is another tidbit there that that I really enjoy as well. So also the optic nerve. Um, the frequency wise, if you have abilities to send frequencies, that's also another avenue that you can do to stimulate the optic nerve. Sometimes Lyme gets in there and starts causing some issues. If you have a thyroid issue, maybe like Graves or hyperthyroidism, it can also affect the eye and the optic nerve, or obviously a blunt trauma to the area. So this is something to stimulate that area and get things moving and flowing and draining, so that it gives the eye the support that it needs. Also, beta carotene, like vitamin A, is also another good option to consider nutraceutically for the eyesight. Okay, do I have any questions on these two remedies? Okay. All right, let me just double check I went through everything. I put the links. Okay.